Hey guys, my name is Aqil and I'm from Taylor's University Lakeside campus. I'm 21 years old and this will be the ever first video of me discussing about a certain theory that you guys are later to find out about. You guys must be wondering as to why I'm wearing sunglasses, right? The reason as to why I'm wearing sunglasses is because I'm quite of a camera shy type of person. I would get embarrassed if I look at myself in the eyes and on the camera. So that's just me. I hope you can bear with what's present here. And the background of my room is a bit dull, so I hope you won't mind that. And this is the first time that I've ever filmed myself talking, so I had to gather a lot of guts and gather a lot of confidence into making this video. So I hope you guys can bear with both the quality and the sound of the video. Alright, today I will be discussing about a theory which you might or might not know. And the theory that I have chosen to discuss today is a theory called the social exchange theory. Dr. Ko, who happens to be my PR lecturer, has assigned me and all of her students in my class to participate in this activity where she listed down a few theories that we students can choose from and explain about the theories that we chose. So going back to the main topic today, that is the social exchange theory. What is social exchange theory, you may ask? The social exchange theory is a sociological and psychological theory that studies the social behavior in the interaction of two parties that implement a cost-benefit analysis to determine the risk and its benefits. So let's talk about the history, right? So during the beginning of this theory, the most comprehensive social exchange theories are those of the American social psychologists, such as, there's a lot of American social psychologists that's about to be listed down here. So I hope you guys can bear with the names. I'm not expecting you guys to memorize the names, but I'm just going to mention their names because they are one of the most famous American social psychologists. And the first name that I'm going to mention is John W. Thibault, Harold H. Kelly, George C. Humans, Peter M. Blow, Richard Mark Emerson, and Claude Levi Strauss. Levi is how you pronounce his name. It's like the denim brand called Levi's, but then without the S, so it's Levi dash Strauss. Alright, so basically, the genesis of social exchange theory goes back to 1958. That was way before I was born. So I had no idea about this until I made my research. Thanks to Dr. Ko for giving us this assignment to learn about the things that we have yet to learn. And I feel like the approach that she had on us is very good. And I approve of that 100%. So in 1958, when an American sociologist, George Humans, published an article entitled Social Behavior Exchange, bracket, Humans devised a framework built on a combination of behaviorism and basic economics. In the immediate years that followed, other studies expanded the parameters of Humans' fundamental concepts. So, social exchange theory is a concept based on the notion that a relationship between two people is created through a process of cost-benefit analysis. In other words, it's a metric designed to determine the effort poured in by an individual in a person-to-person relationship. So the measurement of the pluses and the minuses of a relationship may produce data that can determine if someone is putting too much effort, into a relationship. So this theory is meant to find that out. So the theory is unique in the sense that it doesn't necessarily measure relationships on emotional matrix. Rather, it's systematic processes rely on mathematics and logic to determine the balance within a relationship. While the theory can be used to measure romantic relationships, I don't know why I did that, but it just happened naturally. Sorry guys. Sorry Dr. Ko if you're watching this. So to continue on, it can also be applied to determine the balance of within a friendship. So meaning, but they measure a romantic relationship and they also measure the chances of the relationship turning into a friendship, meaning whether it can both be balanced at once. So here are some of the core assumptions that are found. The foundation of a social exchange theory rests on several core assumptions regarding human nature, right? I know, and the nature of relationships. The first assumption is that humans tend to seek outwards and avoid punishment, right? Avoid punishment because you want to avoid being in pain or being in fear or whatever. Another tenet is the assumption that a person begins an interaction to gain maximum profit, with minimal cost, very minimal cost, but a lot of profit. So the individual itself is driven by what's in it for me, like what's in it for me, man, right? So a third assumption is that individuals tend to calculate the profit and costs before engaging. Finally, the theory assumes that people know that this payoff will vary from person to person. See, it's always like 2 by 2. So it's like me and my mom, me and my dad, or me and my sister, or me and my partner. So yeah, it's always within the same person. So the theory's core assumptions establish a fundamental foundation within a social exchange theory. One size does not fit it all. A person's expectations as set by comparison levels allow the theory to be viewed on a sliding scale, one that adjusts on individual basis. So if an individual personal relationship samples are set on a certain level, by level that is, he or she will tend to use this level as a baseline for future relationships. For example, if a person enters a new relationship after a succession of poor friendships or disastrous romantic relationships, love and friendship, it's complicated. That person's expectation at the start of a new relationship are going to be lower than those of a person who has a tight group of friends. So conversely, if a person's ex-girlfriend provided him or her with a ton of gifts and affections, he or she may enter into his or her next relationship expecting similar behaviors. So this is a gist of what what social exchange theory means. It's actually more in depth, but I'll keep that another part of this theory on another day. All right. Thank you, Dr. Ko. Peace.